Good evening, everybody, and Happy New Year. I hope everybody's New Year's got off to a great start. I hope you had a good Christmas as well. What we're going to do tonight, we're going to watch some trains. I've been to the model shop to spend my Christmas books, so I've got a few goodies here I'm going to show you guys in a minute. But let's put the screens down. You don't want to be looking at my ugly mug all night. So there we go. We've got anyone who was on my Christmas live stream last Thursday would have seen my Christmas present, the Midland Pullman. That is going around at the moment. After the stream, a couple of days later, I came in here and fiddled with it and discovered I'd actually put the carriages in the wrong order, and they couldn't have been simpler to put back together because they're labelled A, B, C, D, and E. I had them mixed up. Connections are a little bit tricky, but I got those together and they're all working now. The lights are on, and of course we've got the Black 5 going around pulling some Pullman coaches as well. So we'll leave them running around there. We'll get on to the chat and see who's in the house tonight. And first off the mark, RGJ Trains. Happy New Year to all the wonderful weirdos out there. Oh wait, none weirder than us. Well, none weirder than you, Rob. Grace is grand. It's you, Rob, you know. Anybody who doesn't know, that's Rob and Grace, RGJ Trains. Check out their channel. They do a live usually every Saturday evening about 8 o'clock, so check them out. Digger Evans is in. Good evening, Digger. How are you doing? Leslie Gilpin is in as well. Hi, Leslie. How are you doing? And a new name there, Family AC. And of course, the chat does the usual thing. It disappears on me. Well, and I got the Circle of Doom on my phone. Anytime today. Well, I'll just sit here looking like a ninny, tapping my phone. There we go. And back to where was I? Of course, half the chat's missing now. So I can see Maura King's in. Family AC, I think I've seen earlier that your name is Ross, so very welcome to the stream. Joshua's in as well. Joshua WFIS came in. Good evening, Joshua. Hope you're keeping well. Summer Breeze Model Railway. How you doing, guys? I did pop into RGJ Trains live last night just to wish everyone Happy New Year. Of course, I had family and everything, so I was just say hi to you guys. Flymo Chairman's in as well. Good evening, Flymo. Simon Trains Model Railway. Good evening, Simon. How are you doing? Tom Houston Model Rail's in as well. Hi, Tom. Scott Wood's in as well. Good evening, Scott. Anybody else there who's lurking in the background or is watching this on replay? Hello, you're welcome. You got any questions? Put them in the comments. And we got anyone else in? So again, Happy New Year to everyone. Oh, Hot Dog Pilot Andy's in. How you doing, Andy? I'm just going to scroll. Oh, Valerie Green's in. Valerie, Happy New Year to you. I haven't seen you back for a while. Hope you're keeping well. Last time you were in, you weren't too well. You were thinking you were in hospital. That's probably a couple of months ago. I hope you're all better now. The Growler Blackwood Engage. Ewan, good evening. How are you doing? Happy New Year to you. Clive, Newland Railway. I've been watching your shed builds. It's coming on nicely. There's a lot of work in that. And also your haul the other evening, was it from eBay? All that scenic stuff you got? I don't know. You always seem to get the bargains, Clive. Maybe I should tell you what I'm looking for, and just if you see it, then let me know and I'll go buy it. Right, I think I'm down to the bottom, close to the bottom of the chat. So, what did I buy with my Christmas bucks? Well, I went to Modeller's Corner in Enniskillen. I did put a post up about a couple of engines they've got for sale. They're second-hand. I think he said most of them are DCC fitted. So if there's anything there, they're on my my Facebook page, the Model Railway Club page, and Donegal Dad Facebook page. So have a look if there's anything there. He can, because he's in Northern Ireland, he's part of the Customs Union, so he can post to anywhere in Europe or anywhere in the UK. So if there's something there that you like, have a look. Right, because I was there, he had a load of odd bits and pieces that were sort of part of the second-hand lot that he bought. He said, I can't really sell these, so he gave them to me. So there was some of this. This is Jarvis Country Scenics. It's basically a strip, so you can make that into hedges, so that will come in very handy on the layout over here. Oh, I look a bit washed out there, don't I? He had in there a big box of resistors. Now I'm always using these on my lighting, so they'll come in very handy. And then he had this, some electrical connectors for electrical distribution. So he chucked those in. I thought, oh, they'll come in handy. I'll use them. Excuse me. Oh, the cough's almost gone, by the way. Sort of 99% better now. So hopefully there'll be less coughing during this live stream. He had a little pack of people there. So a few figures there. They're quite handy. Again, for putting on platforms and in carriages and stuff like that. And then he had lots of odd bits of track. So there's some single curves here, double curves. They look like 607's a double radius, second radius. And then a few bits of flexi-track. This is Hornby flexi-track. So this sort of stuff here will come in very handy in the museum because we're replacing bits of track and doing bits and pieces. That's where that will all get used. I'll put all that to one side. And of course, as soon as I came home, done the usual, sneak the stuff into the train room. My missus walks in and sees the bag on the floor straight away. So she knows I bought stuff. She knows I spent some money, but I probably won't be in too much trouble until the credit card statement comes in at the end of the month. So anyway, so he had some second-hand locos. So I got myself this because I don't have one of these. And apparently it is DCC fitted already. In fact, my little lad was with me and he picked it out because he's seen it and he goes, "Oh, that looks nice." So I thought I'll get that one. So probably tomorrow I'll come in, bring him here, and he can watch it run around. We'll have a look at it. I'll take it out of the box. There we go. So that is, let's give you the old R number, that is R2271 LMS 462, a Princess Coronation Class 6223, Princess Alice. And he's put the DCC number on there, which is actually 6223, Princess Alice. So I think it's the same sort of naming convention most of us use on our DCC controllers. And then I've seen something, does it match anything I've got? No. Why did I buy it? Because I seen it and I thought, oh, that looks nice. It's a diesel. It's a Class 57. I'm just getting it out of the box here. There it is there. So I haven't actually taken it out of the box yet. So you can see it's got a nice little bit of weathering on it. It's a Helgen. I like the Helgen ones. I think they're a decent quality. They've got a good hefty weight to them. They're fairly well detailed. This takes a 21-pin decoder, which I got one while I was there. I'm not going to fit it now, because anytime I do that on a live stream, I break something. But what I'm going to do is, I'll probably, over the weekend, run that in, fit the decoder, and have it running next week, because I think I do have some Virgin coaches somewhere that I can probably put with it. I think I've got some Mark III Virgin coaches somewhere, which I bought second-hand for about a tenner each because I was going to repaint them into Irish livery, which I bought them about 2 years ago. Still haven't done it. Anyway, Dr. Pepper tonight. I got a backup can here as well. I'm not too worried about not being able to get to sleep tonight, because there's that funny time of year between Christmas and New Year where you're You don't know which way is up. You know, I'm fortunate to be in that sort of position now where I don't work in that time period. There was a time when I worked in retail. Oh, and I feel sorry for any of you guys who work in retail. I know Simon works in retail. Yeah, I used to hate Christmas. You know, and the time between Christmas as well, when you had to go into work and the sales were on and stuff and everyone else was off, and it was like, oh. Anyway, back to the chat. Where are we? I'll go back so far. Simon says, at least you got a good comfy sofa to sleep on. Actually, that sofa that's on the video, which is here at the minute, we're probably going to get rid of that. Because I'm going to make some changes in here now, part of the new year. As I said before, I'm going to turn this around. This is also going to be my Mrs.'s hobby room, because she does sewing and knitting and crocheting and all that sort of stuff. So there's this table here, which you can't see at the moment, but the one I usually work on here, that's going to be also her sewing table. So we're going to move things around. There's a big Christmas tree here, which you can see the reflection of in the window. That'll be going now over the weekend. It'll be that time. Take down all the Christmas decorations. You know, it's that time of year. The house is in a mess because there's stuff everywhere. There's Christmas decorations up, and you want to clear it all out, and then the house looks really empty. So we'll get all that cleared up over the weekend, hopefully. I've got all the lights outside I got to take down. I still haven't edited the video I done of my Christmas lights because I just haven't had time. Just been, of course, also being a bit lazy because it's Christmas time. You know, you quite easily get into the habit of you don't go to bed to 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then you get up at midday and you just get up and laze around all day, which has been good because I've been catching up on some of your guys' YouTube, because also I've been doing is sitting in front of the TV, flicking through the channels, flicking through all the YouTube videos. Let's see, has anyone else come in? Oh, is Alan Reynolds in? Good evening, Alan. Is the pub open today? Are you back from the pub? Oh, Hi's in as well. HH Express, good evening, Hi. Happy New Year to you. Ross says, I have the red coronation. Very good. Oh, Model Train Outsider, Anthony Dodge. Good evening, Anthony. How you doing? Yes, tonight's unofficial sponsor, the Train Set Shop. There's the link that Simon's put up. You can see the top right-hand corner there is their trusty mug. Valerie Green, is anyone in here from the north-south of Ireland looking for acceptors on June 20th, 2026? Well, you know what layouts I have, Valerie. The problem is getting them up to you. That's like, I have no way of transporting them at the moment. But if you get stuck, give me a shout and I can see if I can get a van or something for the weekend and take. That's if you want one of my layouts. Willow Creek Brad, good evening. How you doing? Happy New Year to you. Hornby have a coach pack for the coronation. Yes, they do. Typical comment there from Andy. It's a dirty virgin. Yes. Yes, it is. It is a dirtied up virgin. We're leaning into RGJ territory now. Oh, Dr. Pepper, is that your favourite drink? Yeah, I've started drinking it. Oh, I try not to drink it after 4 o'clock, but yeah, sod it. The old blame the little boy ploy. Good choice, Mark. I used to use my nephew as an excuse for having spent on news train stuff. Well, we were looking at it, and I wasn't going to buy, because I'd seen the second-hand stuff, and I thought, I don't really, if I'm buying that, I'm just going to buy that for the sake of buying it. And then this little boy was from here. I said, oh, do you like any of those? And he pointed that one. I said, okay, I'll have that one. I really hope Becky is not watching this in the background. Oh yeah, there's the little video I done. Flymer's put a link up to that little short I done. Hope Adam had it. Yes, he did. He had a great Christmas. He got a load of stuff from Santa. He got some teddies, and he got a goalpost, a rebounder goalpost. So we haven't actually taken it in. It's assembled in the hallway. We haven't taken it outside yet. Sofa's in the way of the layout. Knew it was just a matter of time. Yeah, because there was 2 sofas in here, a 3-seater and a 2-seater. I got the 2-seater out here, put it into my daughter's bedroom. And then I was thinking, like if you could see it at the moment, it's just got stuff piled on it. Very rarely does it get used for actually sitting on. So yeah, I thought let's just get rid of it. The computers in that corner is going to move over to there because I want to start using OBS, and that's quite a powerful computer. So I'm going to move it over to there and maybe start, because I did use OBS before, and then I just found StreamYard was easier. But now StreamYard's coming with all these little tweaks and things you got to do, and I'm thinking, oh, I'll just have a mess around with OBS. So over the next sort of month or 2, you'll probably find these odd little lives that'll pop up every now and again as I'm starting to test stuff and see if it worked. Herbenton Road, Pete. Good evening, Pete. How are you doing? Happy New Year to you. That's a trusty mug and an ugly mug. No pub today as I overdone it last night, mate. Oh, I didn't actually drink last night. I saw in the new year with a Fanta lemon, and it was about 3:30 in the morning by the time I got to sleep, and then I woke up this morning on whatever way I slept. I had a big creak in my neck. It's still a bit sore now, so. There's loads of videos I was going to do over the Christmas break. I haven't done any of them. What's the number of the Dirty Virgin? It is 57302. It is Virgil Tracy, that's one of the, what do you call it? Oh. What's those puppets? What was that puppet show called? I can't remember. I'm sure someone will let me know in the comments. Oh, Valerie's off already. Okay, take care, Valerie. She's probably gone already. Fly out a couple of large ones. Very good. Got a rolling road. Yes, I do have a rolling road. Alan says, hi Leslie, I went to the neighbours who were doing shots, which is why I'm in the recovery position today. Thunderbirds, that's it, yes. Thank you, Simon, Thunderbirds. Yeah, it looks quite nice. I'll put it up. You can see it there. It's nicely weathered. And on the roof as well, around the fans and the exhaust. It does look quite nice. Oh, it's got sprung buffers. I know people get excited about that, and I'm like, you know, is it the must thing to have in a model? The fact that it looks good, it's detailed, and it runs, and it's got a good weight, then, you know, I'm happy. Never thought we'd see the Brighton Bell and the Blue Pullman on the same set tonight. Well, it's not the Brighton Bell, it's just Pullman coaches, but yeah, I get what you're saying. It does look like the Brighton Bell was a similar sort of thing. Can't wait to see the Brighton Bell enter service on the main line. Yeah, that'd be good. So, what's everyone doing during their break, if you've had a break? I've done nothing. I've relaxed, I've spent time with the family, made all sort of plans of what I'm going to do. The main plan is I'm going to concentrate on this now in January and February, do as much as I can, because I've been looking at it long enough. Look, like I think I put this frame together in May, and really all I've done is put in the viaduct and ballast this bit of track. So I want to get the Christmas stuff all put away, move the computer over, turn this around, and then just crack on with it. So there's probably a lot of work I'm going to do on it that I'm not going to video, because it's repetitive stuff like doing the ballasting and that sort of thing again. So you'll just see it appear a bit further along each week. Now it's probably still going to be in this position this time next week, because I doubt if I'll get it all done this weekend, but certainly the weekend after we get this moved. Richard Brown, Happy New Year to you. Hope you're keeping well, mate. John and Holly did the first loop on the rebuild and uploaded a video and did it as a tribute to Trevor Veal. Very nice. Burned a hole in my wallet on, you know what, model trains, yes. Dara Locomotive Shed, good evening Dara, how are you doing? Happy New Year to you. Yeah, so that's my plans. Something else I'm going to try and do a bit better this year is my YouTube videos. Try and put a bit more effort into them with the thumbnails and titles and things like that. Because as I say, before Christmas I reached 7,000 subs, and I thought, do you know what? Let's see if I can up my game a little bit. I have, because I sort of messed around with a couple of other channels, and to be honest, I didn't really have the time to put into them. So I'm not doing, leaving them there. I'm not doing any more to them or adding anything to it. But I'm thinking I'm going to start another channel. Nothing to do with model railways. Just sort of a daily sort of, or not even a daily, sort of a vlog, sort of incorporating everything into it. And it's not so much for YouTube. It's for me as sort of a, if you like, a diary. So that's what I'm thinking of doing. I got a couple of ideas, but here's the thing: if I do it and put it up, I'm not going to tell you guys, because if anybody of you have watched Laurie recently, the videos he's put up where he split off his channel, which is what happened to my other channels, because I told all you guys about them. You went and subscribed to them. And then YouTube goes, oh, train guys like this, push it to train guys. And of course, it doesn't go anywhere then. So I want to see if it evolves naturally. So it's just a little experiment. We'll see how that goes. Where are we? RGJ Trains, what's up? You sexy bunch of beasties. Oh dear. John Holly, sexy beast. When I'm concerned, definitely just a beast. Rob Holly, definitely a beauty though. Yes. Yeah, Flymer says Laurie's channel split because his was transport on there, and you could see his train stuff was getting a lot of traction, and the other stuff he likes doing, like I like watching most of Laurie's stuff, like the fire engine stuff and things like that. But yeah, he was finding it, and that's the problem with YouTube. Is YouTube's very pigeonholed. Like this is model railway. If I do anything other than railways, like a couple of years ago, I put up the Donegal Parade purely because I needed to put it somewhere to share it on the Facebook page, because I'm part of the committee on the parade committee. So I just need, and of course I got people complaining about it, going, this isn't model railways, and I thought I'd just put it there so I could share it. But it is very pigeonholed, and unlike Laurie, I'm not trying to make a career, make a living out of YouTube. YouTube has become another hobby for me that I quite like doing now. And any of you know, any money I raise from here, I spend it upkeeping the models in the museum. Yeah, it's not a career for me. I'm never going to make a living out of YouTube. I'm under no illusions. But I say, model railways has become another hobby for me. The other hobby I got into before Christmas, as some of you know, is the Christmas lights, doing the light show, which I'm trying to get a video edited so I can upload it to you guys. And so if you're interested, what I'll probably do is I'll put it up on my channel, but I won't make it public, and I'll just share the link, so then you can go and have a look at it if you want. Flyman says, yes, I've noticed a few channels being pushed I haven't noticed for a while. I should move my model railway stuff to my other channel. Yeah, you see, what you do, Leslie, and I think your videos are fantastic. I love watching them. It's something I love to have on in the background while I'm doing some modelling or whatever, watching that, or, you know, Leslie, what I do with some kids and stuff like that is it's a great way of sitting down and watching with kids, and, you know, who doesn't like watching trains? Yeah, and like Simon here, he has two channels. He has his model railway and his, what's the other one called, Simon? Remind me, put a link up to both your channels there. I know you recently hit 10,000, didn't you, on your other channel, Simon? Well done on that. HH Express, my channel is now 6 years old and now I have 810 subs. It's naturally increasing. Happy that it's slowly increasing. Yeah, channels will slowly increase. Like there's lots of things, you know, you can to, you know, you've got to get the title right, you've got to get the thumbnail right, you've so many things to sort of push your YouTube channel, and you can go down a rabbit hole, and it's very complicated, and to me it's become another hobby. Something I'd like to improve is my thumbnails, because I recognize my thumbnails aren't great, but I just don't have that creative mind to do that, to make thumbnails. I can see other people's thumbnails and go, they look really good, but I don't have the mind to recreate that. And I don't want to go down the road of using AI to just, because I mentioned it to my missus and she went on to AI and go, oh, I'll make you a thumbnail, and I'll find it in a minute and I'll show it to you. It was, yeah. The original channel was just called Simon's Trains. There we go. So this is the greatest problem with how YouTube snares you. It gets thinking about all these aspects. Folks who complain about content on a channel, they need to find a life or common sense. Yeah, I agree with you, Anthony, because like, if you think about it, you watch the BBC or whatever it is, they've got a range of stuff on there. There's not just one single game show or whatever they show. You know, it's a range of stuff, and that's the way I look at YouTube. Like we call our YouTube thing channels, you know? Yeah. Anyway, the other channel I'm going to do, it will really upset the YouTube algorithm, because it'll have all sorts of stuff on there. It'll have day trips I've gone out on. It'll have cooking stuff on there. It'll have DIY. So it won't. YouTube is never going to go, hang on. So I'm going to keep this more on this model railway. I'm going to redo my channel trailer that I've got on my homepage, because that is a bit dated now. So I'm going to redo that. And my plan now is to concentrate on getting this done. And then Tuesday nights, I've got the Model Railway Club where we're building the 009. So I'll probably do a bit of videoing on that and have that on the channel as well as just extra content. It's all model railways. So, yeah, how do you change the amount of complaints we get as a joke? Yeah, it's get a life, people. And the thing is, when I get comments, I just, remove, delete. It doesn't bother me, but I know there's some people out there, and it also depends on the mood you're in as well at the time. When you see a bad comment or whatever, you know, it can affect you. Like most of the time I see the comments, I'm just going, yeah, whatever. Doesn't bother me. Water off a duck's back. And you have to be a bit like that on YouTube. Tigger Evans, I get hate emails. Wow. Best one, Rob, was the person who complained about Grace's spellings. Yeah, you get people like that. Oh, you didn't use the comma properly, or that's spelt wrong, or whatever. Yeah. I wonder if hate emails are better than no emails at all, Tigger. Cheap plug, but had this idea from Laurie, but created a third channel just for pure train movement. Simon Trains. Yeah, I did see your, you put a post up about it. So, I'm just clicking on that link now. Oh, I already subscribed to it. So make sure you click on that link, and of course now I've lost my chat now. Hang on, just normal. Let me just get my chat again, guys. Don't forget, thumbs up, subscribe if you're new here. Got any questions, put them in the comments. I almost sound like a YouTube professional. Yeah, this fibre broadband's really good, it's really fast. Yeah, ever since it went down, it seems to be worse than ever. So obviously they haven't done a proper repair. And right there, so back to the club. They can shut up and go and complain about something else, yeah. Leicester Station TMD, Happy New Year! How are you doing? Hope you're keeping well. And he says, I put everything on my channel, building a deck, silly cartoons, folks don't like it, sod off. I'm not here to entertain anyone but myself and meet friends. Job done. Yeah, totally agree with you, Anthony. Totally agree with you. As I said, I think I saw G Loves Trains on the over out of Carlisle this lunchtime. Only first class passenger. Ooh, that'll be a video that's coming up then. So Simon Trains Model Railway. What's happening now is Simon Trains, or vlog-based videos, Simon Trains Model Railway showcase for Model Railway, and Simon Trains rail movements for pure train action. What's gone off now? Oh, nothing. We're just having a moan about YouTube, Gary. It's nothing. Has anyone seen or heard from Mark the Vicar? No. Yeah, you're all right. It's pathetic spelling wagons, etc. But the worst has to be people trying to tell me what Grace should wear. Now, that could be two ways, Rob. But let's not get into that. Yellow dress guys. Right, okay, yeah. Rob, if only there was a virtual punch on the chin button to reply. Yeah. I think you would be buried under the patio, Rob, if you told Grace what to wear. Yeah, probably, yeah. Oh, I don't know if Grace there, but thanks very much for that call. Adam is a big fan, and that's came in last night to the thing. He was quite upset that it was just Rob on the screen at the time when there was no Grace. Sorry, Rob. But yeah, I catch him just sitting there watching your videos. So you're getting a lot of views from Adam. He goes, oh, Rob and Grace is on. They're going live. And I'm like, are they? What? He knows before me. A virtual kick, Bishop ran it up the... hey, I hope it's not being cobbled like the old party line. Jerry BVR, Happy New Year to you, Jerry. Evening all, just popped in for a sec to wish you all a happy and peaceful 2026. I love that idea. You're more than welcome, Adam. And yeah, he shouldn't have to suffer, Rob does. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh, Big Clive's on tonight. I do like watching Clive stuff. Everyone's not familiar with Clive. He's guy rips apart all sorts of electronic stuff and electrical goods and things like that, and it tells you whether it's good or bad. Quite entertaining. Plus the reason for the third channel was to clear the clips of video. Got tons of railway clips sitting around doing nothing. Oh, very good. Ray Burstein, hi and Happy New Year. Mark, Rob, Grace, Anthony and Lurker, Archie, John, Holly, Leslie, Scott, Flymo, Tom, hi, and anyone I missed just passing through while doing chores. Finally got to 60 F outside, 60 Fahrenheit. Yeah, Happy New Year to you, Ray, and I hope you have a good one. Yeah, we're expecting some to get cold during the night and possibly snow. The Irish Met Office is saying, it's going to be fine, it's not going to be bad at all. The UK Met Office has got a yellow warning in for the counties just next to us. And I do find the UK Met Office is usually a bit more right than the Irish Met Office. So I don't know what I'm going to wake up to tomorrow. Now, we're quite near the coast here. So if we get snow, it's usually gone pretty quickly. It never lasts very long. But further that way inland, it can last a few days. So I don't know whether I'm going to wake up to snow. I know it is cold at the moment, and I'm looking outside and it is raining. And there's a bit of hail earlier on, so we'll see what we wake up tomorrow. I'm kind of hoping it does snow a bit, because I'd like to get a video shot of the Christmas lights in the snow. Yeah, so. Oh, Jerry's off for his dinner. It's not 8:30 yet, can't go into dinner. Artie, it's fine here. We've not dug a hidden grave for him yet, and as long as he keeps working on what I want him to work on, he should be very comfortable in life. That doesn't sound threatening at all, Anthony. So anybody's tuned in, we've got the Midland Pullman going around there and a Black 5 pulling some Pullman coaches. I don't have the Donegal stuff going around at the moment because I haven't put it back on top, so I've got to move this in a couple of days. I have got the piece of wood to put the back scene on here, so as soon as I move it, I'll put the wood on there for the back scene, and then I'm going to start building the scenic bit here, ballasting the rest of it. So I'm hoping to get stuck into it, because I think once after Christmas you feel a bit more energized, you have a think and a break of what you're going to do, and just get into it and get it all done. Because there is other projects I want to get on with, and I've sort of said, nope, I'm not going to do them. And I've done this because I'll start another project and I'll have 2 half-finished projects and possibly a third. I want to get this done, and between this and anyway working on the model in the evenings, Tuesday evenings in the Model Railway Club, that's it's more than enough. Yellow snow warning, guys. Stay away from yellow snow. Yes, indeed. Ray says, no snow, but freezing temps at night. Finally got above 40 Fahrenheit today. Guessing Donegal Railway didn't run on New Year's Day as well. It probably did run New Year's Day, I would have thought. Definitely not Christmas Day. The amber snow is more potent. Brown snow is more dangerous. Oh dear. Yeah, as John Holly says there, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and support Mark by sharing the live if you can. Oh, I've got an email. Forgot to put my notifications on silent so they didn't bother me during the... let's do that there now. It's back on silent. Right. So I've got a Zen decoder to put in the Class 57. So I said I'm probably going to do that. Well, I might do it tomorrow because I'm off tomorrow. So I say I might bring the young lad in here, and we'll put that train on that I bought him, and we can see how it goes. Yeah, that's all I spent my bucks on anyway. So it's good to get over to the model shop, and got those few free things chucked in as well. So, but I think this power distribution thing is going to come in handy for when I'm doing the station for lights and things like that. Let's have a user manual on the Helgium. See. Yes, this has got the I love the way. Next, carefully slide the body away from the chassis. They never slide away unless you don't want them to, unless you forget there's no screws in it and you pick it up and it will poof. Anyway, there's that Dr. Pepper's gone, so time to crack into the next one, and we're only at 10 past 8. So if you do have any Christmas money left over, don't forget to check out the train set shop. See what bargains he's got in there. Oh my god, chat just jumped on me there. Heidelberg Tonic, I saw trains running today on the East Coast Main Line. As Simon says, hit that like button, subscribe and share. Thank you, Flymo. Please put the link up for membership. I should say actually a big thank you and Happy New Year to all my members. I don't pay you members quite enough attention. I know you get the videos out early, but and a couple of you are due badges as well, so I need to get your addresses off you again to get those badges out to you. Simon says, I'm usually at work today, but saving wages, so I had today off. Sadly, I don't get paid today, so January pay will be lighter, but still can't afford to do it. Doesn't Asda close on New Year's Day? Didn't they used to? I know they... As I know, Lidl and Aldi now are closed New Year's Day, and I think fair play, because they close Christmas Day and St. Stephen's Day and New Year's Day. Went in to pick up a few things New Year's Eve into Lidl. You just needed milk and eggs. It was like Armageddon in there. You know, the place is closed for one day. Did they have any milk? No. Did they have any eggs? No. Empty shelves. Oh my God. So I ended up going to the local shop instead to get eggs and milk. No, Asda don't, only Christmas Day and Easter Sunday. If I work today, it's double time. Managers want less people in so they can get their bonus. Yeah. I remember when I worked in retail, I used to work in Argos. And Easter Sunday in England and Wales, I think it is, the shops have to close Easter Sunday. They're not allowed to open. They're not allowed to trade. And because part of my contract at the time, I was employed to work Sundays. Well, the manager said, well, you're employed to work Sunday, so you've got to come in. And we spent the day in there cleaning and tidying the shop and restocking the shelves and things like that, instead of just getting the day off. I thought, And as well as that, because you were employed to work Sundays, you didn't get your time and a half or anything like that. So yeah, you should get the live steam Flying Scotsman from Hornby. Would look lovely with the Pullman coaches. Well, that is actually a live steam. Now, if it gets too loud, let me know, because I remember last time a couple of headphone users said it was a bit loud. I think there should be a little bit of water in there, so we'll see if it... That's the thing I find about that. Sometimes they work lovely, and other times it's like, oh, no, I'm not going to work today. Oh, there's going to be no reason. I'm just not going to work. Not many shops open in Carlisle Centre Day, but the supermarkets were open. Are there any calendars left, Mark? Seems like a month since I asked that. I don't know. I will find out. I'm not sure if they all sold out. I know we had to buy extra ones in because we got about 500 in and they all sold out. So we did get some others in. So I'll try and find out. John JMC, good evening, John. Sounding better, Mark? Yes, I am 99% back to normal. Still got a little bit of a tickle and a little bit of a cough, but feeling a lot better now. I had that flu that was going around before Christmas, and it's taken me 4 weeks to get over it. It was 2 weeks of being really ill, and then a week of being ill, and then a final week of going, do you know what? I feel human again. I would bring the sound down. Yeah, for some reason these mics seem to pick it up. Let me see if I can turn the setting down on the mic. No, it is at its lowest level. It's not steaming anyway, which is the main reason I put it on. So I'll switch that off. Because you have to go into the CV settings to change the volume level. Which, actually, it's got HM7000 in there. I don't know if you can change the volume on Bluetooth. I tried messing with the Bluetooth once, and I gave up, thought, meh. So, because the Class 43, the Insider 125 I had on here the past few weeks ago, that has got HM7000 in there, and yeah, I just couldn't get it to work properly. Even though it seems we're all out in the sheds working on our railway. Yeah, it's getting a bit cold here actually. Do you know what, I'm going to actually put on my little blow heater here, because I am feeling the rest of the house is nice and warm, and the radiator is on in this room, but the radiator is stuck behind the sofa there, which is another reason I want to get rid of the sofa, so it lets the heat out, so that heats up the back of the sofa nicely. Oh yes, how did Morgan get on? Was there much fireworks or anything last night? Fortunately, the only fireworks we had around here were the ones we were watching in London on the TV. There was actually no fireworks, as far as we could see, set off here this year. Usually there is. About 2 in the morning, we then had to go downtown and pick up the youngest daughter from her night out. Donegal town was just destroyed. There was just people everywhere. Like I said, I'd never seen Donegal that busy during the day. There was just people everywhere, rubbish everywhere. It was just awful. If your shop is under 10,000 square foot, they can still open on Easter. Our shop used to. I don't know how they get away with the antique shop as it's over 10k. Yeah, that is the rule. It's only the big supermarkets that are supposed to close. There is a law in Ireland that shops can only be a certain size, a maximum size, and when IKEA came, they had to get special dispensation. They had to change the law so IKEA could build in Dublin. Isn't there a new plug that you can put in your track and just DCC it to your phone? Yeah, that's what I was on about, the HM7000, which is Bluetooth, so you can use your Bluetooth on your phone and the app. As long as you've got power to it, you can control it from your phone. Excuse me. But what the system I have is the GaugeMaster Prodigy, and that's got a Wi-Fi module on it, so I can either use my phone to connect to it, or I can... I have the tablet set here with the throttles on it, and I can control it from the tablet, which is quite handy because you can, obviously it's being charged at the moment, but you can just wander around with this and have it. Or what you tend to do is you take it into the middle. Oh, when I picked it up, I accidentally hit the throttles. Yeah, what I usually do is walk into the middle, put it down, walk back out again and go, damn, I left it in there. And I can change the points using the tablet as well. Trains, etc. Hamish, good evening. How are you doing, sir? Will we see you Tuesday? I haven't built the roof for my shed yet. Get on with it, Clive. Come on, we're all waiting for this. What else would you be doing? It did suddenly get cold here. Yeah, you think you're going to get the worst of the snow and weather before us, Flymo. So, keep me posted. No, Morgan was good. We didn't really hear any. Someone else in the village said they did, but they must have been quiet ones, I'm guessing. But thanks for asking. Yeah. Why is that going so slow now? I don't have a dog myself, but my grandparents used to have a dog, and lovely big dog, big black Labrador. Not scared of anything except fireworks. Thunder and fireworks. They would always be inside and just whimpering. Uh, we all know the real reason Mark wants to get rid of the sofa, another 500 quid on trains. No. There will be probably 2 more I'm going to get this year, and they're on back order, and they're already mostly paid for, which I've ordered from a Curacao. It's the, I've forgotten now, the 2200 class railcar, Irish railcar, and railcar set, and the I can remember the model. The Falcon is the name I've ordered. Hunslet. That's coming. I think that's going to be here in March. I'm not sure when the other one's coming. No more public fireworks for the Dutch. Yes, they're changing the law on fireworks over there, and there was practically riots there last night. John, fireworks by us were like atom bombs going off. Vinny was very frightened and was shaking on my lap, and I was left with loads of cat hairs on my jeans. Yeah. Flymer says the main fireworks here were delayed last night as the wind was getting up come midnight, so they set them off while it was raining today. Yeah. It's time for a small libation. Oh, Ewan's going for a little drinky. What's the drink of choice, Ewan? How do you connect it to the loco? Who's done a good video on HM7000 to explain it? Basically, it's a chip with a Bluetooth module in there. It's a DCC chip. You can use your DCC system to run it like I do. Or if you put it in there, you download the Hornby app onto your phone, Bluetooth is on, and then you can pair it to your phone and control it via your phone through the app. That's basically it. Fortunately, no fireworks in our village. Everyone has pets except us. The Pullman is a lovely looking set. Yeah, I do like the Pullmans. But what I find with them, the drag on them is quite heavy. So if you have a full rake of say 11, the loco's strong enough to pull them, but what happens is the friction gets so much on the curves is it actually just pulls them off. So you can only have a maximum of 4 or 5, and then they just pull off. It's also, I think, the couplings on them as well. I know Charlie at Chadwick was having the same issue, and he did one of his videos did mention it. If anyone had, that sounds like it's shorting out, had come across it to, and I put a message on there, so if you do find out, Charlie, do a video on it. You can change it on Bluetooth or program it on the main CV158 for global volume. John JMC, he is a guru of sound. He is the expert on all things DCC and sound-wise. Thank you, John. Tom says, yes, we had a few fireworks, but they seemed quite weapon-grade last night. Clive, yes, we'll be there Tuesday. Excellent. I'll see you there on Tuesday, Amish. Clive says, my dog signal is a fireworks. Hunslet diesel, yes, Hunslet diesel. I think I'd know what I ordered. 2026 feels weird to say, yeah. Pets around here are used to crow scares. And Hi says, Ollie was afraid of fireworks, so it's not fun, yeah. They have Maeve in a grey livery on a Cura scale. Yeah, I think that was the sample model, or was that... that's not out until middle of next year, I think, when it's going to be ready. John James, I've got the Hunslet J92 and Lorem 37 coming. Ooh. We have a cat, and he's the same. He isn't phased by them. Right. Grant Sainsbury, good evening. Happy New Year to you. Ewan says, I bought a Revolution JNA wagon last week to give me a rake of 8. Only problem is I've discovered it's actually the 12th JNA I've got. Honestly, I don't remember buying the other 5 wagons. I think we've all guilty of that, whether subconsciously we forget about it or we subconsciously goes, no, you want more, you want more. Yeah, you've only got 7. As he says, I have a Canadian SD70 in Battle of Britain livery, another Rapido Bud RDC ordered. Tried online, vendor was having trouble and phoned us straight away to take the order. Huh. I saw in your vid that you put a chip on the track. What? Which video? Simon Trains Mono Railway. I got 2 locos on pre-order, Wilbert and the Hunslet Astoria saddle tanks, and Rapido's LNR D49 Gordon Harlan in Rail Tour livery. The other thing I've been tempted with, because I was looking through Curascale's website the other day, and they're doing the Caledonian Sleeper again, and I was looking at them. I wouldn't mind getting a rake of them, but I'm just thinking, because first time I didn't think much of them, and then when they came out first time and I seen them, I thought, oh, actually they look quite nice. And then I seen the full rake of them when I was on the Making Tracks layout, when I was helping run that, and I was like, oh, they do look nice. Yeah, they need the widest ratio possible. The shoestring has heard it say, yeah. So I had plenty of fireworks last night. It sucks that houses were mostly in the way. They need a motor coach in the rear of these sets, yeah. Also, 1 month to go before West Midlands Railway and London North Western Railways are nationalised. Very good. How many franchises are left to be nationalised now? Because they're just waiting till the franchises run out, aren't they? And then they all come under New British Railways or whatever it's called. IRM 800s are due in October this year. Oh, is it October this year? Is it, Maura? A small vodka and Diet Coke might just manage a packet of crisps as well. Yeah, I've been eating a lot of junk crisps. Like the side in the kitchen, there's just where we've put all the junk, because you know, I don't know, every other house is like, maybe it's just a very Irish thing. You have this cupboard or side where that's all the Christmas stuff. You don't touch it until Christmas. And it builds up and up and up. And then at Christmas you get to, and you take it all out and put it on the side and you go, right, it's fair game. And then between the extra boxes of heroes you get and selection boxes and stuff like that, and people buy you boxes of crisps and stuff, and it all piles there, and you're just like, oh, and you're looking at it going, I don't want any more chocolate. I don't want any more crisps. And I actually made myself feel a bit ill today. Had a bag full of honey roasted peanuts, and it's one of those things that's very Moorish, and you keep eating it and eating it and eating it, and you get to the point where you go, oh, I feel sick now. And I just sit there for like an hour just letting it go down through my stomach before I had that sicky feeling went away. For the Gauge Master. I'm totally lost, Ross, there, what you're on about. 16 carriage, Cayley Sleep Mark, yeah. You can get a short rake and 4 coaches and loco, maybe 7 or 8 left. There are Lumo, etc. that won't be nationalised. Huh? Got a Class 73 with a rake of a Caledonian sleepers on order with a Curascale. I'm going to have a serious diet soon. Too many sugary foods over Christmas. Okay, Ewan, take care. Enjoy your vodka and Diet Coke and your bag of crisps. Tommy's had onion badgies for breakfast. So Simon says, let it go up and open access operators won't be nationalised, so Grand Centurion and Hull trains are the same. Merseyrail won't get nationalised. Yeah. Isn't Alavanti the last one to fall? I think Simon's the expert on this. He'll be able to tell us. Right, is everything over here running okay? It was making that little buzzing sound a minute ago, like it was going to short out, but it seems to have stopped now, whatever that was. Could have been just a little bit of dirt or something picked up and just causing a bit of arcing. Open access operators disappeared from my brain. Maura, I came back early from Dundalk as I had to work. My sister sent down 8 boxes of sweets that her kids, who are teachers, got as presents with my hubby. I remember one Christmas, this is going back years ago, and we were heading down to Kerry for Christmas. Must have been about 30 years ago, because I was driving, so I would have been in my early 20s, which is 30 years ago now. And my family already down there. I stayed up here because I was actually having a bit of a house party while everyone else was away, but that's a different story. And that was back in the days where you got the big tin of roses, you know, where you could get the 2 kilo tin. And I had that sat on the passenger seat. And back then it was about a 6-hour drive from Donegal down to Ballybunion. And by the time I got to Kerry, most of that tin was gone, and the footwell, the passenger seat, was just all wrappers. I didn't feel sick. Yeah, full of sweets. Yeah, like I actually last year I bought 12 tubs of Heroes to have in, and we were still eating them up until Easter. So this year I thought I'm only going to buy 8 because we bought 12, and then we got other tubs of sweets and everything from everybody, so it was way too much. So I only bought 8 this year, and I think that's about the right amount. And also this year we didn't actually get any tubs of sweets from anyone else. So we're working. I think we've got 1 or 2 tubs left now, which will be gone over the next week. Of course, everything will be back to normal now. Everyone will all be back to work next week. Schools will be back, so we'll be back into the routine. Of course, that's if we don't get too much snow and they call a snow day on Monday, but I think this snow's only going to last a couple of days and then it'll be gone. Cross-country trains might be the final one to be nationalised. EWAAR, good evening. Welcome to the stream and Happy New Year. Hope you're keeping well. Need a mortgage for a 2 kilo tin today. Yeah. I couldn't believe some of the price when the tubs came in. Some places were looking like €7 for them. And I thought, I'm not paying that. And sure enough, as I got closer to Christmas and then with your loyalty card or whatever, it came down in price. I'd rather have £7. I'd rather put that money towards a bottle of Bailey's. As Boris says, Flyma, my house is full of sweets. You could open a sweet shop more. I was good with the sweeties, bought a tub and only ate 2 or 3. See, now I love chocolate, and if you put a tub of sweets down in front of me, I will just chocolate crisps, fizzy drink. I will sit there until I burst. John, lots of quizzes here in January, so I'll donate them. Yeah. Do you have that down there? Like, it used to be something that happened in Donegal years ago, where used to go around and play, is it 21 or 25 or whatever it was, the card game in people's houses. And every sort of once a month, some house would host it and you'd go around. It used to be a great social thing because, you know, my parents would go around, I was younger, I'd go around, so all the kids would be in one room playing and they'd all be playing cards in another room. Brian, good evening. Happy New Year to you. Hope you're keeping well, mate. Yeah, you got that picture I sent you of the mallard, or was it mallard? It was was it a mallard? I can't even remember what it was now. It was an A4 anyway. Oh, there's a link to Ewan's channel. Do check him out. Ewan is a N-gauge modeler, and quite a fine modeler he is too, so do check him out. And there's a link for the Donegal Railway Heritage Centre. Yeah, John Ollie says, just make sure you don't win the quiz more and win them back. Quality Street were $6.99 in Sainsbury's and $3.99 in Aldi. Hard decision. Yeah, it's one of those questions each year. Now it has to be my favourite is Heroes, because I happen to like all the chocolates that are in Heroes, even though don't seem to be proper chocolate anymore. It's not the same. And in fact, I think Toffee Crisp, and there was some other one as well, are not actually classed as chocolate anymore, because the cocoa solids that are in the chocolate they use for that there isn't enough in there to make it chocolate. Yes, Mark, 21 replaced the stations. Oh yeah, that was the other thing, yeah. Going around people's house for mass. Bad enough going to mass on Sunday. Flemmer says, playing platoon, Mark, it was a regular Sunday thing here when we were kids too. I got to playing black fives with 2 packs at one point. Fives motive to you. Gone past 6 minutes ago. That's all food. Yeah, well, I actually woke up this morning and my missus said, oh, what do you want to do? We've got stuff in for a fry, so we do a fry. And I said, well, I'll have a bacon and egg sandwich. And that's what I had for breakfast. And that's probably the only decent thing I've eaten all day. Followed by that was half a big bag of honey roasted peanuts, various bars of chocolate, and a bag of crisps and fizzy pops. Now I do all the cooking in my house. I do most of the cooking, and my young lad was in the kitchen, my missus, and she started cooking something, and the next thing, smoke started billowing out of the oven because something was left in there when she switched it on. And the kitchen full of smoke, and one of my daughters came in to me and said, oh, you need to go into the kitchen. This is what Adam said to Mum. I turned around and said, you shouldn't be cooking. This doesn't happen when Daddy cooks, and this is why we like Daddy cooking. It's just very funny. I don't think she found it funny, but the rest of us did. It was one of those things where, no, that's not funny. No, I'm not laughing. I just need to leave the room 1 minute. Flamer says, rummy houses on a Sunday too, with the light just peeping through the curtains and a few sore heads. I used to win well at rummy. The old folks in our village played some game or other for halfpennies, but can't remember what they called it. Never heard of it since. Your oven turned into a train. Yeah. Yeah, so as I was saying, turn this around, crack on with the scenery, get it done. I'm not going to put a time scale on it, because when you try and do those things, it's never works out. So what I've got to do immediately is turn it around, do the proper wiring on it, because at the moment I have the droppers just twisted together and everything, and it's relying on fish plates and stuff for carrying current. So I need to put in the proper bus. The bus is done for the section where all the points are on. That's all wired up. I just need to run a bus around for the rest of it, because of course I need to cut these tracks here, which then will isolate everything, so it needs to be wired up properly. So that'll be done. Ballast the track, do the track laying for the steam shed area and the TMD. and then do the scenics. I've also got, like, how long ago is it on a live stream? How many months ago was it where I started building the fueling depot for the TMD? I haven't done any of it since, so that's still got to be done. I've also got the kit for the West Hill Wagon Works kit for the pit and everything, so that's got to be cut out and done in. Yeah, and you know, that'll be it. It'll be done then. You know, what, a couple of weeks, be done. Yeah. So, and then once I got that done, there is some other projects I want to start. I'm hoping to do some work with Seamus. I don't know if Seamus is listening in the background, because sometimes he watches this while he's fiddling in his shed. Seamus is one of fellow directors. He does a lot of laser cut stuff. We've been talking ages about doing stuff, you know, for this layout and for the layout we're building. So he's going to help design some laser stuff, and then because he makes a lot of laser kit models and stuff for Christmas and things like that. So then something he can then make and sell on his website, and maybe through the railway to help raise money for the Railway Society Heritage Centre as well. So I'm going to work on him with that hopefully in the new year. We've got a couple of ideas that we've been tossing around, and we just need to settle down and do it. So Seamus, if you're listening, let me know. I remember Beetle Drive, Quick Nurse Museumer. Oh, there's a link to Leslie's channel. No rail replacement bus wire system. There's Tom's link as well. TMD in the bedroom. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, because I can't remember what was going on, why I was isolated in the bedroom, but there was something, I couldn't get in here, or there was something, I can't remember what the reason was. And there's EWAAR. I'm not sure how to, whether I should pronounce that or just. There's the link to their channel. That was it. My son was in here studying. That's why I couldn't get in here. He was. It's great you guys have got better memories than me. Yes, my son was doing his Leaving Cert last year, and he was in here studying. There was books everywhere, so I couldn't get in here. I was banished to my own bedroom. I couldn't go and do it in the kitchen because everybody was in there. So yeah, I was banished to the, and he got a very good leaving, and now he's studying law at Ulster University, so very proud of him. Andy, I used to play whist bridge for idiots. Yes, Flyman says you're allowed to study, yes. All right, we're coming up to 8:45. So anybody got any questions for me? Anything I can answer? Anybody who's lurking in the background? Anybody who's new? This 00 gauge layout. I'll be running Irish and UK stuff. In the centre will be, let's just pull this into frame. Will be this section here. This is 009, which will sit on the top, so all the scenery will be blended into this, into a hillside in the centre. Station here, which will line up with the station over there. Similar to Richard at New Junction, the way he's got his heritage line sort of below his main line. Well, I'm having my 009 narrow gauge railway sitting above it, and it's sort of going to link the stations together. I didn't copy it from Richard. I thought of that before he even started doing his layout. Maybe I got some inspiration from Richard. Let's say that, yeah, I got some inspiration from Richard. Yeah, so that's what's going on there. These are anybody who hasn't seen them, I've got a couple of little rail cars here. Oh, there's my shiny forehead. So there we got railcar 10. And then railcar 18. So they'll be running on the 009. I have to fit. John, JMC, are you still in the chat? you'd be the man for this. I need, these are N gauge, obviously N gauge chassis running on 009. They're the Kato ones. I need a DCC chip I can fit in there. So I need a small one. Doesn't need to be multifunctional. There's no lights or sound or anything on it, just to run the motor. What would you recommend size-wise? Just need a small one that I can hardwire in. Or, I don't know, if you'd like a challenge, maybe I could send them to you and you could do one for me and do a video on it, and then I could see how to do it. Because I've never done anything that small, and I think I found one video on YouTube of someone doing it, and I was saying, oh, I don't want to do it, I'd just break that. Where are we? Earword says, I know not how to play either. Hi says, I have my layout in the attic and in the small bedroom in the caravan. Ross says, sorry I was gone, tooth fell out. Oh. This is not a way to start off the new year, tooth falling out. Well, I think you mentioned about the calendars, the 009 was missing. Any idea what you'd be calling the stations? I don't know, I've never really named my layouts. Like my 6x4 layout was just a 6x4 layout, and obviously I had the Christmas layout or winter layout. I've never really given them names. Maybe I should hold some sort of competition to say, suggest names. Maybe just call it McDade's Holt or something. Just like that. Well, here's to the tooth fairies, yeah. Adam, I was shown bridge and couldn't get to the fitting techniques. A regular occurrence for me. More money for models. That's to go to a bit extreme now, pulling out your teeth so you get money from the tooth fairy for your models. That's challenge for you, Mark. Build a TT scale track with 2 turnouts. Oh. Ballymark. That's not bad. Yeah, Ballymark. That's a Ballymark. Well, with the Londonderry Lough Swilly and the County Donegal Railway, there's a few names, but they aim at some historical accuracy, yes. You should get a J52 there. Great, yeah. Damn it, my tooth fairy secret is out. Yeah, I just really, you know, I've got the enthusiasm and everything just to really crack on with it now. So I'm just hoping now. January and February is usually a quiet time, dare I say it, for me. So, you know, once you get the Christmas stuff out of the way, kids are back at school and college. I work from home, so hopefully I can get a bit of this done while I'm working from home, because it's a quieter time of year for me. So yeah. We'll wait and see. Like the past week, there was a load of videos I had that I wanted to get done, but I just through pure laziness, I just said, no, do you know what? So I've got a couple of videos up here that I just need to shoot. And I know once they shouldn't take too long to video, but because I want to make a channel trailer, I want an update video on the layout and everything, just so everybody knows what I'm doing. I want to do a video of my Christmas lights, which I know isn't model railway related. So you know, if you want, you can see what I've done, the side of my house, and I'm already thinking about what I'm going to do for that next year, which gives me a whole year to plan, which really you need to plan for that sort of thing. Also want to move the computer and start using OBS. Because I got laptops. Because what I want to do is actually wire the layout up for cameras and stuff. So it can have little houses and stuff with cameras in them, similar to what John JMC's done, which I must actually, I think he did do that in one of his videos, say what cameras they are. I must give him a shout and actually get the details of the cameras off him. Simon says, indeed, Leslie, I never got the hang of it, and my twin lost all the pegs. Andy losing pegs. There's Digger's channel. Actually, I haven't caught up with your videos for a while, Digger. I must see how that layout is getting on. Because Digger's got himself a nice shed that he's working on building a nice layout in. Oh, well, that's that Dr. Pepper gone. My last 40 minutes without a drink. Yeah, I'm going to try and keep going to about 9:30. Other live streams coming up will be Anthony Dodge tomorrow evening, and then RGJ Trains Saturday from 8 o'clock, and then Andy 1 o'clock on Sunday. John JMC, I don't know when he's going to come back. He usually does 1 or 2 a month on Sunday evenings. Who else is there? Alan Blackburn Junction. He does one every now and again. He used to do one regularly on a Sunday night. I'm not sure when he's doing the next one, or has he been doing them? I've just missed them. The last up in the Swedish forest with the squirrels, Danny Connor Wild, she had a train around her Christmas tree. Oh, there's a link, the Facebook page for the Donegal Model Railway Club. Please go over, give that a follow. And there's Flymer's putting up the links now for Anthony Dodge. Finnerton Waffle will be on the 10th of January. Oh, he's not doing it this Saturday, he's doing it the Saturday after, is he? That's Brian, Finnerton Central. He usually does a waffle the first Saturday of every month, but obviously he's doing it the second Saturday for January. And Alan does the last Sunday night in the month. Right, okay. So there's lots of live streams out there where you can all get together and we can just have a chat and chew the cud. Quite often, I watch a lot of the live streams because if I'm in here doing something or doing some work, I got it on the background. I don't always comment. I usually pop in and say hello, and then I just keep lurking in the background. And Ross says he's running his Black 5 with maroon Mark 1s. Very nice. Oh, the lights have gone off in the carriage. Oh, I see the connections coming apart slightly. Yeah, the connections on that are quite tricky to get together. They've got like a little clip, and if you don't get it in the right position, and that's why the lights have gone off in sort of the centre carriage there, because I can see the clips coming apart. So eventually it'll work its way loose completely and they'll separate. Now the Midland Pullman, the front and back are both motorised. So it splits, and one is actually a little bit faster than the other. So they do slowly come apart. Yes, 10th of Jan for Brian, and that's when Rob and Grace are having a week off. All right, okay. So there'll be no RGJ trains on that Saturday, but we'll have Brian instead. And I must admit, I do like Brian's waffles. He's very good at it because he's covered my slot a couple of times. I was watching him thinking, hey, he's better at this than me. But I do enjoy Brian, and I've met him a couple of times. Really nice bloke. Well, you're all nice blokes and blokesses. What's the feminine version of bloke? Lassie, lady. This year I am going to Model Rail Crew, so I need to get on that now and book hotels and flights and things. Get that booked up because I think it's on the Sunday. Is it on the Sunday or the Saturday? I better book the flight for the right day. Because it's the 31st, isn't it? Which is... Yeah, the 31st is the Sunday. So what I'll probably do is fly in on the Saturday and fly back out on the Monday. So I need a hotel for 2 nights. And then I can On the Saturday, I can give Jason a hand if he needs any help setting anything up. So if I fly in the morning, get the day there, or just go off and do some train spotting. There's a link to Simon Trains Model Railway, and it's 8 p.m. for Brian on the 10th. Dwight Quirley Express does a Sunday live as well. There you go. And there's a link to Alan Reynolds Junction as well. So if you're not familiar with all of them, click subscribe, watch a video, hit the thumbs up, and put the notifications on so you know when they go live. So I obviously regularly do Thursday evening. You have, let's start at the beginning of the week. You have Jenny Kirk Monday, regular Monday evening slot with the Monday Club. Tuesday, used to do a regular sort of Tuesday. I don't know if he's going to get back into that again, or has he been doing them and I just haven't noticed. Wednesday, you have Richard Brown does one on a Wednesday about 8 or half 8. That's Trains in the Attic. Thursday, then you have me. Friday, you have Anthony Dodge. Saturday, you have RGJ Trains. You also have once a month, you have Brian, Finnerton Central. Then Sunday, you have Andy about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That's Hot Dog Pilot Andy. Then you have John JMC does one Sunday evenings. I can't remember whether it's once a month or he's going to get back into doing it. You have Alan does, is it the last Sunday of the month? Yeah, so there's a regular amount, and it's quite handy. If you're new to the hobby and you want to ask a question, pop into the live streams and go introduce yourself, say, oh, I'm new, I'm just starting this, and ask a question. We don't bite. And if the person's live stream, if he can't answer it, somebody in the chat will answer it. And yeah, let's say same thing here. If you've got any questions, put it in the chat. Right, where did we go? Simon Trains Model Railway. Last week when I had to pop off for a few seconds during the extra stream, it was a selfie to give Finnerton the middle finger for the deodorant thing. He called me a tart. Finnerton got it back a few days later. Hi says, I'll need to check when I will start my live streams again on Tuesday. I've done Quest on Wednesdays yet. The Black 5 has a beautiful whistle. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you heard that. There was also supposed to be Barnabas Junction, who streamed on Thursdays after Donegal died, but he's too busy on the buses. Yeah, Jason was another one. Very good streams. Really enjoyed Jason. And Jason had been doing it for years, and he was very helpful to me when I first started doing it, along with Flymo as well. They were great help to me when I first started. I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't. Always very helpful and very supportive. Jason is someone who is always very supportive of the YouTube community and model railways. And it's a shame now he's changed his jobs now and he's so busy on the buses that he can't do his regular Thursday night, because he used to do Tuesdays and then he changed it to Thursdays, and now with the new job he can't get onto it. And used to enjoy Jason, so I hope he can come back and maybe do the odd one. Like if he's ever free on a Thursday and he wants to do one on a Thursday night, he can give me a shout and I'll step aside and let him do. It's not like let him do, like, I would sound like Thursday is my slot and no one else can do it. YouTube's open to everyone, and if you want to do a live, you do a live. It's not, I think you know what I mean. The Black 5 used for Polar Express had a weird whistle. Huh. Mark DD, what microphone are you using there? This is the Rode mic. So I've got the set that's got two mics, which I quite use when I'm doing interviews or chatting with someone else. They're expensive, but they're good. I have the single mic set, which I started off using, because one of the very first constructive comments I got on my videos was that the sound wasn't very good. So at the time, I think when that was Graham Lakeside, he got these mics and he was testing them and everything, and he said, oh, they're very good. So I got a set, and I've been using them ever since. The only problem with them is there's no flashing light or warning when they're about to go flat. You've got to keep an eye on here. At the moment, it's fine, it's green, it's full of charge and everything like that. But the amount of times, and you people know, I'll be here rabbiting away and my mic's died and I haven't noticed. And of course, if I'm behind on the chat, it could take me 10 minutes before I go, no sound, no sound, no sound. That's the only drawback. If there was a little flashing light or it made a ping or something like that to say, I'm going flat, that'd be good. Because I'm one of those people who don't like to charge my devices all the time. I wait for them to go flat before I charge them to help the battery last longer. And of course I do that, and sometimes it's a gamble on the live stream. Now they're fully charged, they'll last for about 8 hours. But of course sometimes you're going, oh, there's a bit of green on there, that'll be enough. No, it goes red, and if you don't notice, boom, it's gone. There's a link to Barnabas Junction. And Hi says he's probably going to do one a month. Okay, well, let us know, Hi, and I'll let everybody else know. Worthington Model Railway, good evening, Happy New Year to you. I'm planning to do a live stream in 2026. Well, let us know when. Did I hear the American style whistle to the Black 5? Yeah, there was a bit of a American sound to it. Polar Express B5. Thanks, Mark. Shall have a look. Yeah, they're a bit pricey, but they are good. And we listened to no sound for 10 minutes. Someone would say that they enjoyed that. Wonderful. What was the type of DCC plug we were talking about earlier? We on about the decoders. It was the HM7000 decoders. There's a link to Worthington Model Railway. Brian says, I got sent for Christmas a book for my Kindle called The Railway Detective by Edward Martin. It's an excellent read. Oh, very good. It's one thing I never got into was reading. I could sit and read a technical manual or encyclopedias or whatever. When it come to reading novels, just couldn't. Like when I was doing English at school, it was really tough for me to have to read novels. It was just like, oh. Well, I could sit down, read a technical manual on the Class 37, no problem at all. But you give me fiction, no. Even science fiction, I like science fiction, but reading science fiction, no. I thought about lapel mics, but I rarely do interviews. Yeah, the good thing about these is the normal sort of lapel mics, you can actually, there's a... Oh, there was. I thought there was. Oh, maybe there isn't on these ones. The other ones I have, there's a 3.5mm socket on there, so you can plug in a normal lapel mic, but you don't really need it because you can just clip these on here. The only thing I find with them, and I fiddle with some of the settings, I seem to get rid of it, is some of my videos with these on, you can hear me breathing, and it sounds like Darth Vader. I don't know if it's coming through now. But that's what I found, and I had to fiddle with the settings to try and get it so it wouldn't pick up as much of the sort of background noise. I have all the gear, just need to get it set up and determine which software to use, probably monthly. Well, I use StreamYard, which is free. And it's a great way to start if you want to have multiple cameras. It depends how you want to run it. Like the way I run mine is, StreamYard is run. This is the main laptop here I have running it. And then I have other webcams because I got a load of old laptops set up. So there's a laptop over there on that camera there that's pointing at the mug. This one here has got an old laptop on it. And then we've got my phone on this one here, which is that one there. And they're all just, if you like, in StreamYard as guests. And it says, my live streams are always full of problems. I'm going to try Restream software as Streamlabs OBS Lite. It's far too complicated for me. Yeah, it's one of those, of course I work in IT and I work with software and stuff like that, so I end up going down a rabbit hole of that and just sorting out. Ross says, saw a video, Elizabeth II singing Jeffrey Bozo Crazy. What AI can do nowadays? Yeah, that's one of the things, is there's a lot of AI videos and you see them and you're like, for a start you look at it and go, that's not real, that didn't really happen. And they look quite realistic, but you think it and you go, that couldn't happen. But what annoys me is there's a lot of people see that and go, wow, that really happened. And you're like, Flyman says, the American whistles can sound that way, Tom. I'll go 100 miles before it's done. We're in the model railway. I posted a video not long ago about my HM 7000 issues. I had over 2,000 views. Flyman is asking, Simon, did you get much filming on GWR's HST's final days? And the vlog is up for it. All right, okay. And got a video for that channel, so there's a link there to Simon's other channel, which everyone needs to go over and subscribe to. Got a video for that channel tomorrow. There we go. And hi is off. Okay, hi. Take care. Thanks for popping in. Sorry, Mark. Lines from a song. Oh, yes. SY Transport, good evening and Happy New Year to you. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're keeping well. And there's a link to Hi's channel. Like when the HSTs and the Class 91s dominated the East Coast Main Line. Right, hang on a minute, just stand by. Oh, we're coming up to 9:10, so I was saying I'm going to keep going for about another 20 minutes to 9:30. Everything's still running over here? Yes. Light's still on? I'm not going to try and stop that Pullman now to fix that link, because it's just running. I'll just say it's got a fault on that carriage. Oh dear. Yeah, so that's my plans for this year. Work on this, get it done, get it moved. I'll be over in Crewe for the Model Rail Crewe end of the month. So I fly in on Saturday, fly back on the Monday. And plan to go over to the UK sort of the last 2 weeks in July. Probably I want to go to York to the museum, National Rail Museum. I've never been there, I want to go there. I'm going to take the young lad with me, and my daughter finishes university in June, and then she's moving to London in sort of August time. So she's going to come with me. We're going to throw the tent in the back of the car, get the ferry over, and just go camp around the UK. So I've said there's a couple of things I want to do. She's having a look to see what she wants to do, and then the youngest will just tag around with us. So yeah, So and that'll be all my holidays for next year, because last year we done a lot. So between visiting Disneyland Paris twice, a cruise. So yeah. SY Transport, how is everyone, and Happy New Year to everyone? Well, I'm doing fine. I'm over my dose that I had, I think, and I think somebody wanted the whistle again, so let's... So if you cycle, every time you press the whistle button, you get a different sound. There we go. I'll have to play with that. Never been to York, definitely recommended. Yeah, I want to go and have a look. Of course, while you're over there, you'll have a look around, see what railways are around, and have a go on some steam trains or heritage diesel. Sorry, I'm just checking something on the old computer here. Oh, I see. SY Transport Model Trains is live as well, so I'm just a like, and ooh, I'm going to say hello in your chat. So you're running an 08 there. So I'm watching someone else's live stream while I'm on my live stream. Rails videos, and hi, Matthew, good evening, how are you doing? Happy New Year to you. Simon Trains Monorail flying with Chairman 1. I like the HC story in Scotland. It's like the A4 story, and some of them had a second life working the Glasgow to Aberdeen services. Oh, there's a link to my channel. Thank you, Flymo. Oh, and you've got a Colas Rail 37. Have I got one of them? Right, I don't have the volume on your channel, so I don't know if you're saying anything there. But yeah, Flymo, do you want to put a link up to his channel there so people can go over and subscribe? And if he's still going when I finish up in 15 minutes, we can all head over there. I suppose actually I could just put a link up to it, couldn't I? Just not being lazy. Oh, of course, yeah, Flymo beat me to it. Or did he? So where are we? Hi all, it's Joe. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to you as well. Hope you're keeping well. Matthew, I heard you mentioning York. Yes, I would definitely recommend going there. The station is beautiful and the National Rail Museum is well worth a visit. Simon says, although the push is on to get East Coast out of Edinburgh to electric, yeah. No, you got it right. Yeah, I got it. Thanks, Fimo. Maura got part of her Christmas present is to drive a steam train on Severn Valley Railway. Oh, very good, Maura. That's something, I've been on the footplate of a couple of steam engines. It's quite enjoyable. I do like it. Like there are, unfortunately near me, there's no sort of heritage places I could go to help out, like apart from obviously the museum we have in town, but that's a static museum. Like you have Downpatrick, which is 2 hours away from me. I've got Cavan and Leitrim, which again is about another 2-hour drive away from me. There's nothing close by that I could go and volunteer at, which I'd love to do. And I don't know why I didn't do more of that when I was living in the UK, when I was living in Bristol. Like I was surrounded, like I used to go and visit them, but it never occurred to me to go, oh, I could spend my weekends. Mind you, I was working weekends and then I had young kids and stuff, so I probably wouldn't have had time. I would have time to do it now, but now I'm not near anywhere. Yeah, can I have a chicken fillet burger, please? Thank you. Sorry, so my missus just came through with a message on her phone. Do you want a Little Max? So I've gone for a chicken fillet burger. So that will be my tea tonight, a chicken fillet burger. Stay at the Grand Hotel. It's lovely. Well, is this in York? Because I'll be staying in a tent because I love camping. I get some of my best night's sleep when I'm camping. I really enjoy it. I can bring 10 guests on the trip if you'd like to come. Maura, let me know. I'll come and film the event for you. If you happen to be going over end of July, let me know, so I'll be over there. I drove an English Lecture Type 3B on one of those drive for a fiver at the Battlefield Railway. Mark, well, it was okay. Flyman says, I'm in the same position, Mark. Plenty of projects down in Fife, the mining not stopping until the 80s. We lost the line there in 1964. Ghost in the house, yes. Yeah, we do sometimes do a weekly Zoom chat with some of the Warley Club members and stuff on a Wednesday evening, and my missus didn't realise I was on the chat because I was in the computer in the corner, and she comes sauntering in, not realising I'm on a Zoom chat. And there's only like a couple of us on there, you know, so, but she got very embarrassed. So, as I say, when I do my live streams from here, nobody comes through that door. I get left alone for 2 hours. There's a link to Matthew's channel, Rail Videos and I do recommend you go over and check out Matthew's channel. He covers a lot of the railways in Northern Ireland and some of the model shows as well. Yeah, so all right, when's going to be the first model show now? I suppose it's going to be Bangor, end of March. I think it's the first, so that'll be my first show, I think. Was on about maybe having a show in February, but like that's only like 6 weeks away, and I don't think we're going to have time to sort it out because we're just, as always, when you feel like you're the only one who's organising stuff, things get on top of you and you just don't have time. Before you know it, it's too late to do anything about it. Thanks, love. Watching your stream. Going to hop off now. Bye. No problem. Thanks, Ross. Thanks for popping in. I hope you subscribed. Here every Thursday. Obviously, there's no video out this week because I've been too damn lazy to make a video. I'll be honest with you guys. I've just been enjoying Christmas, spending time with the family, eating far too much. But hopefully, videos will start coming out thick and fast over the next couple of weeks. So I'm only going to be on for about another 10 minutes anyway. And it says same year as the line here, Adam. I was actually about to ask that. When is the Bangor show this year? Yeah, the Bangor show is the weekend before Easter, because that's when they have the Bangor Grammar School, when they hire it to run the show. So I think their show actually clashes with the Scottish show this year, which was a show I've always wanted to get to, but something always clashes with it. So now the Bangor show is clashing with it, so I'm probably going to go to Bangor. Because usually I go up there for both days. There's a Premier Inn up there in Bangor, and it's quite a nice place to stay, so I might go up there, stay overnight, or I might just go up for the one day. I don't know yet. And it says the MBR Silloth branch, Adam. Alan says, I hope to do the Doncaster exposition in early February. Same weekend as Motherwell, Motherwell, Scotland. Yeah, as I say, I was going to hope to go to that, but Flammer says, I was watching a video about the accidents around Carlisle, the one with the tetrahedral lead in 1984 around there, Leslie. I don't know about that, Adam. That's something else I was watching over Christmas as well. For whatever reason, YouTube was recommending all those old black and white videos about British Railways, and watched one yesterday that was 2 hours long. It was about the railways in 1944 to 45, so during the war and the end of the war, and it's just really fascinating to watch. And of course, I was watching one with my missus, and it was, the great men of the railway out there getting the railway going. And she was like looking at me going, oh, all the men, all the men. I said, well, it's off its time. Yeah, all the good women were at home looking after the children. And of course it showed during the war where the women were out, and cleaning the steam engine. And the commentator went, that's it, Blondie, that's the way to do it, give it a good polish. I was just like, oh my God, if you said that nowadays, you'd be strung up. It's off its time. I just find it quite amusing. Leslie says, a line to a harbour, Adam, part of the original canal rest across flatlands and fields. Currently, if you book 2 nights or more at Premier Inn, you get 15% off, but ends the 12th of January. Stays between the end of January to the end of April. Oh, I better get on that tonight. The algorithm is like telling your mum you like something. Never see anything else. Yeah, that's very true. Growing up, oh, I quite like this. That's it, you got it for every dinner. Yeah. I thought you liked that. Yeah, I used to. Yeah. But the YouTube algorithm certainly knows what, it's all trains. But of course, the other thing is Adam watches TV on my YouTube account, so I've got things like Waffle Doggy, if you've got kids, you know what that is, coming up in my recommended. So there's quite a mixture. So I'm sure the algorithm's looking at me going, what the hell is this guy into? Are the Pullman's coaches' table lamps lit? Yes, they are. They should be. Yes, they're all lit. I tell you what, let me move this camera here, and I will try and get a close-up. Oh, I hope no one gets motion sickness. If I hold that there, so you can see the Midland Pullman coaches are lit. In fact, you know what I'll do? Is I will dim the lights. See, we've only got a few minutes to go. Help the... even believe how many lights I got on, and of course I got the Christmas tree So we have the, where are we? Black 5 there with lights. And let's see if we can get the tinderbox glow. I don't know if you can see that. And there's the lights on. Is that coming up? Pullman. And then we got the Midland Pullman over there. You can see the lights on them. Oh, ow, I just knelt on a plug. Ow. Oh. Oh. Upturned plugs in Lego. Most painful things. So many train videos, so many new channels in the UK, Germany and USA as well, yeah. Too many AI railway videos. Yeah, like I mentioned that a minute ago, there's so many of them on Facebook, you know, showing crashes. And it's just like, that's not real. You know, where you have 3 trains coming to get, oh, it just annoys me. There's a link to SY Transports Live, which we can all head over to if he's still streaming. If you look at Bangor Northern Ireland Hotel Premier Inn, 28th of March to the 30th of March, Saturday to Monday, should be 140. We get it for 119. Ooh. It's Simon, my travel agent. I think I read somewhere 20% on YouTube that is AI. Yeah. If you've seen Laurie's videos, one of the things he's concerned about is AI is going to take over from creators. Who can just make up a video in half an hour and post it without having to go out and film and edit and, you know, and AI is just going to keep getting better and better and better. Maura's off now. Yeah, I'll start bringing them 3 minutes ago, so I'm going to start bringing the stream to a close now, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Good night, Maura. I'll see you next week. Say no video out this week. I will be back next Thursday. Probably won't have this moved around by then because we've got to get all Christmas packed away this weekend, which is going to take up the whole weekend. But hopefully just get this place cleared so I can start moving it around, because I've got to move the computer. I've got to pull out all the boxes and everything from underneath it so I can get it moved. And then once I get it pulled around, then I can better access the TMD and the engine shed, so I get that built and get the track down. Also, I can actually get at the cabinets better to get at my trains and have something different running, make it easier to run stuff. And also, I'll be able to get around 3 sides of it as well, so we can make the running sessions on Thursday a bit more interesting. I can have a roster of trains up, and if there's particular ones that you want me to run, I can run them, in theory. Or you can just watch me swear and drop things and go short out and go, oh, that didn't work. All right, Mark, now everyone, only 50 weeks to Christmas. Yes, Leslie, only 50 weeks to Christmas. Oh, that's been most of my pasture, Mark. Where to put it all, you can get it to the loft, yeah. Mark Dempsey, 5850. Hello, good night, and Happy New Year to you. Thank you, Simon. The art of model railways can be valued in close communities like this, where AI videos can easily be exposed, yeah. So I'm going to bring the stream to a close now. Pop that link in for the other live stream again there, if you can, Flymo. And I'm going to head over there for 5 minutes. I got a burger on the way, so I'll be going off to eat that. But thanks for tuning in, guys. Enjoy having you here on Thursdays, as always. Happy New Year to you again. I hope everything comes true for you this year. You have a great year, model railways or general life. And thanks for tuning in. And I'm going to hit the end stream button now. And I will see you all in other live streams or next Thursday. So take care, everyone. Bye.